Hi everyone, it's Steph. Greetings from beautiful California, where I will be until early mid-December 2024. I thought I'd give you another public life update. Those of you who are horsey and who I've been talking to, they probably know already. Everyone else might be news for you. So I am planning slash hoping to qualify for the 2026 World Championships in endurance riding in Saudi Arabia. Yay! So, of course, that's not a given. You have to earn the ranking points over the time period. So, up until January 2026, candidates have time to qualify, to get enough points, to go through the different stages that are necessary. And then in January 2026, the decision will be made who is going to be riding for the team. For those of you who are wondering, I'm planning to ride for Canada. I'm a German citizen. I have applied for this Canadian citizenship, which will probably come through in the next few months. So that's another exciting thing. And yeah, in order to do that, because people have asked how they can support, how they can help, what is necessary, I put together something called Honeypot. It's not what you think. It's usually for weddings and honeymoons, but it's a really cool online purse, and I'm going to explain this a little bit. So the way it works is the couple, or in this case me, can list some items or points in their honeymoon that they want. They list a price, how much it costs, and then people can buy that for them. Or alternatively, all the way at the bottom of the page, people can just donate any amount that they would like. So you're not necessarily obliged to spend a lot of money on one item. You can just contribute whatever you want. And I know there's some people who are going to be saying, like it's your own decision to do this. Why should other people pay for it? I totally get it. If you watch this and you're on my friends list and it's maybe a little tight or you don't feel like it, don't feel bad. I'm not going to kick you off my friends list. It's totally fine. And I'm also not asking anyone to, just pay all the way through the World Championships for me. I'm going to explain a bit more in this video. So what I've listed on the link below, it's in the video description or in the comments if you're checking this out on Facebook, is the insurance that is necessary, the association and license memberships and fees that are necessary. I have listed the entry fees for the respective races that I have to do in order to qualify to get the ranking points. A little more on that in a second. And I have listed a top of the state of the art new scientific research safety vest, because I will be not just doing a high velocity, high risk sport, but I'll also be riding other people's horses because I don't own my horses. I ride other people's horses. You never really know them quite as well as if you've been training them for years and years, of course, right? So I think it's really smart to be wearing something that's really safe. So if you check out the link and you see that, that's why I put it on there. I'm going to explain a little bit more now. So in order to qualify for the World Championship, first of all, you have to be a member of some sort of third-party liability. In this case, that's the provincial or territorial association in Canada. In my case, because I live in British Columbia, that is the Horse Council British Columbia. They have an extended membership that has third-party and dismemberment coverage. So if you get hurt or something happens, you're kind of protected there a little bit more. Then, of course, you have to have regular travel insurance, because if you go abroad, like myself, from Canada to the States or elsewhere, you need to have travel insurance. Otherwise, that's crazy. Or if something happens and you need to be transported or treated, you need something there, right? Now, some of you will be asking, why are you going to the States? Why don't you just do these races in Canada? Good question. Because there currently aren't any. So in order to qualify for the World Championships, you have to be doing races that are sanctioned under the FEI, the Fédération Équestre Internationale, the International Equestrian Federation. And we currently don't have those in Canada. We have some endurance races, but they're not sanctioned under the Federation, so anything I do there wouldn't count towards the qualifications, unfortunately. The closest spot is the States. I could also be traveling to Italy or Costa Rica or whatever, which would be beautiful, but even more expensive. So for now, I'm choosing the States to travel to events there. And the process basically goes as follows. I have finished my novice qualifications, so now I'm allowed to start FEI races, these internationally sanctioned races. And you start with a 1-star, then you do a 2-star, then you do a 3-star, And once you've done 2 3-stars, then you're qualified for the World Championships, in theory. But then, of course, your country is going to select the best ones that are qualified for the championship. So that's just the bare minimum. And the way this works is you have to do 2 1-star races, which is 100 kilometers, roughly 65 miles. There's some leeway there, but that's roughly what it is. So you have to do 2 of those. Then you can do a 2-star. Now you have to do 2 2-stars, which is 75 miles or 120 kilometers, in order to do your first 3-star. And you need at least 3 stars, which is between 140 and 160 kilometers, in order to then qualify for the championships. And I say that's the bare minimum. Like, there's people out there who do tons and tons of races, who place really well. Of course, they would be considered first for the team selection. Now, what I put on this money purse in the link are the bare minimum amount of races. So if I wanted to go super sure, maybe I'd be doing 20 races just to get my behind covered. But that would be very, very expensive. So we'll see how this goes. But in the money purse are only the bare minimum amount of races. So it's the 2 1-star, the 2 2-star, and the 2 3-star. And if you're looking at the description, it says entry fee only. So that does not include any travel. That does not include a plane ticket. That also doesn't include the potential lease for the horse, because depending on what agreement you have with the owner, you might have to pay in order to ride that horse, because of course the horse has been trained, the horse has been fed, the horse has been seen by a vet, the horse has been shod or given shoes, for those of you who don't know what that means. So there's a lot of cost for the owner that of course somehow they want to be reimbursed for. So if you ride a really good horse in a race, that comes on top of that. That isn't even included in the money purse. So if you see that and you think, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money. Yes, it is. But that's only the entry fee, nothing else, okay? So just to explain that. Then, of course, you have to be a member of the International Equestrian Federation in order to start in their races. And you have to have a national sports license. So again, for me, that's Canada. That would be Equestrian Canada. So those are the items I've listed on the money purse, if you follow the link below or in the description box, just so you get an idea. That is far from the entire cost for this endeavor. It's a good chunk, and again, I'm not expecting anyone to pay my way through it, but if you want to support, that would be fantastic, and I'm so grateful and appreciative if anyone wants to help. I also have a little treat and a little goodie for those of you who do. So if you donate $10 or more, I will send you a little audiobook, either in English or German, you can choose, about my endeavors and travels and shenanigans in South America. So for those of you who are interested, you can get that on top of feeling good about yourself and supporting. If you're not in a position to contribute, that's totally fine. I'm not gonna knock you off my friends list or anything. But if you, for example, have other ideas what funding might be available, or if maybe you work for a company like an insurance or a big distributor who might be inclined to donate a little bit, let me know, send me a message. Anything is welcome. Or if you have any questions, feel free to message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So yeah, that's the big life update. Fingers and toes and everything crossed. Gonna start training hard, or I've started training already, and I'm gonna ramp it up even more. And hopefully, I'll send you a video from 2026 Saudi Arabia. But I'll post a lot of updates in between, some training, some travels, some what's going on. So yeah, just let me know what you think, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you all real soon.